Yeah, I'll go first. Alright.
Wait, hold on. Are you guys both capping it out at high hyperversal?
Yeah.
Yeah, no like outer versal shit or like you can do high hyperversal, but as long as it's not like infinitely into high hyper, you know? Like high hyper's infinite dimensional, but not as long as it's not like infinitely into that.
Just kind of like the bare bones of like high outer, or excuse me, bare bones of like high
Yeah,
hyper.
as long as it's like finite levels into high hyper.
Alright,
then...
basically your conditioning is baseline hyperversal. Or
No,
yeah,
it's not
baseline high.
No, not baseline.
My bad. Yeah, mind me. Baseline high hyperversal.
Yeah, infinite
To,
dimensional stuff like that. Yeah.
The high end.
Alright, so these scans are supposed to show how Sinbad was going to go and like nag all the other gods in the upper layers. The layers are like a structure. The worlds are like structures. So like worlds are dimension. One dimension is higher than the other. And it's really stated that for him to go into this, it will be an endless battle because there's endless gods. So yeah, he'll be like infinite dimensional going by this feat alone.
Okay. So
yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to speed as well. Want to do that?
Not right now. I'm just gonna get into basic. Yeah. Okay. So Thanos' basic scaling has him edged out. Even if you want to say this is an embody, but has them beat the living tribunal, right? And we know that tribunal is pretty easily high. Even if you want to embody.
Scaling for that. Can you prove that?
Okay, so I'm just gonna lowball and assume that this is an embody, right? So you know how the Marvel multiverse is infinite dimensional, right?
Nah, I don't scale comics, so I don't know any of that.
Okay, I don't actually have the scans that say it's infinite dimensional, but all you need to know here, I'll just
I do have that.
Yeah, I just post that.
Oh yeah, if you drop that infinite dimensional
multiverse. Give me a second.
Okay.
Roy, isn't the fucking scans are you retard?
Yeah. All you need to know is that the ultimate nullifier is able to recreate the multiverse, dimensional multiverse, and the Infinity Gauntlet is able to casually neg this, like with a wave of its hand, right? The Magus with the Infinity Gauntlet is able to do that, and then even to embodies, the Infinity Gauntlet is powerless against embody living tribunals. So even if you wanted to assume that Thanos defeated an embody here, he'd still be high hyper.
Okay. But that's fine. Let me get my speed. Okay. So say that the Secret Palace has no concept of time. So he would be beyond linear time going by that. And it said that Sinbad really controls the Secret Palace right here. So yeah, he's just immeasurable by nature.
Okay, so Silver Surfer is basically able to travel back through time with his speed alone, right?
Okay, post that.
Yeah, hold up, let me find it. I don't have it in my basic scans, but I can get it pretty easily. But yeah, Thanos is able to pretty casually tag Surfer. Where's the scan? Sorry, just taking my time finding it, because Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm just gonna use this first one that I find. Right here. They're able to basically go back like to the cavemen times or whatever, right? And yeah, there we go. So that basically proves that Surfer has immeasurable speed. He can go back and forth through time, breaks the speed equation, right? And Thanos is able to pretty casually tag Surfer even when
read that. What does the first scan say? Can you read that? I can't read it.
Yeah, it's blurry on mine as well, but it's the only good scans that I could find.
Just describe it. What's it doing?
They're going back in time.
Okay, sure.
There are more scans. There's
it's
one where he's traveling back in time with this one, but
but
yeah.
Does your
also the post scan? Okay, post the scan.
It's funny.
But either way, Thanos would easily have immeasurable speed going off of this.
Okay.
So yeah.
Does your trade have any resistance to fate manipulation?
Yeah, you can't use fate manipulation. I already said that.
Why is fate manipulation barred? At least in no plot manipulation.
Oh yeah, sorry. Fate manipulation and plot manipulation. So Surfer.
Found using bed.
Okay. So I'm pretty sure there's a scan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is your argument that he's gonna fate manip Thanos?
Mm-hmm.
So here, I'm gonna drop this scan of.
Let me just scan for fate manip already.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop this scan of the Queen of Nevers. Hold up, let me just pull it up here. This is the Silver Surfer, and Surfer's able to like redirect the attacks. But anywho, like she's basically trapping him in like endless times, like reversing time. Fuck. Like yeah, like a reversing time loop or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
She's able to trap him in that, and Surfer not only is able to manipulate this, but he's able to use it against her. Well, he's not able to use it against her, but he is able to manipulate this, right? Which
So time
to use it as
manipulation.
well. Yeah.
Okay.
Here, I'm gonna try to read these scans verbatim. Yeah, it's bending the fabric of space, right?
Mm-hmm.
He can't exert free will. And then there's also, yeah, right here. Okay, so anyway, Surfer's able to literally manipulate this entire like shit being used against him, right? And
Mm-hmm.
Surfer's hacks still won't work on Thanos. Like Surfer, whenever he fights Thanos, like he has no reason to be holding back against him, and Thanos
Mm-hmm.
still takes that shit zero difficulty.
Can you show that, and why would that have any make him have resistance to fate manipulation?
Since Surfer also has fate manipulation right here.
I don't. Where's that? Where is that posted at? Which one? You posted 3 scans.
Yeah, four scans, right? With the
Oh,
Queen
yeah, the
of
4th one.
No, they all like relate to each other. They're just further providing context.
And I'm looking for when I says he can manipulate fate. That's what I'm looking for.
So he's basically trapped in this endless time loop, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's able to escape from it. He's able to manipulate it, right?
That's just time manipulation, or would there be fate manipulation at all?
Okay. But no, I'm saying that in this case, she's making him like destined to repeat the same event, right? Over and over again. So yeah.
Wait, let me read this real quick. Because going by your explanation, right, she's just like rewriting, like putting in the F in the time loop, right? Correct. That's what she's doing. So like, if he's able to get out.
Saying that it's an endless loop that she's like having him like reenact the same events over and over again, like where the same outcomes are happening.
Oh, okay.
This is from his like 2016 or 17 book. Forgot which issue, but I can go reread it if you want no further context.
Okay. Does he have any resistance to mind manipulation?
Oh yeah, Thanos has crazy mind hacks resistance. So
did you post that as well?
So the goddess. Do you know Professor Xavier's feats? Like Charles.
I mean, I watched some X-Men movies. Yeah.
So Charles Xavier. So the Phoenix Force. I'm gonna get into the Phoenix Force here. The Phoenix Force is the psionic energy of like the embodiment of all psionic energy in the multiverse, right?
Okay.
And here Xavier is able to manipulate, well, pretty casually, hold off half the Phoenix Force, like with his hands in his pockets, and also Jean Grey blasts him with like a full psychic energy blast. He's able to like get up from it just fine. He's obviously not able to get up from it since he's in a fucking wheelchair. He can't walk. But Phoenix's mind blast won't do shit to him, you know. So
Just post all these scans too as well.
Yeah. So in Xavier, right? So
Mhm.
as I've already went over, the multiverse in Marvel's high hyperversal, it has infinite dimensions,
Mhm.
and Xavier can't do shit to the goddess, right? This being called the goddess, and she's like crazy telepathically, right?
Mhm.
Yet Thanos, he's able to enter her mind, right? He's able to enter this high hyperversal being's mind and fight alongside Xavier and Adam Warlock. So he
Okay.
can exist on like a mental plane, like
Mhm.
within her mind. He can access her mind, which is easily high hyperversal.
Okay. Let me get some fun shit now. Okay. Does Thanos have any resistance for his from like his sensations being manipulated?
Like I'm confused by
Okay,
what
so
you
that's what
mean.
Sinbad does,
What you're
right? He's wait. This was Sinbad separates your senses from your body. He doesn't have to touch you. He just does it, and like you're not able to move, you're not able to experience nothing. He just separates it from your body.
So would you call this like a mental hacks or a
No,
soul
it's
hack?
not. It's not mental at all. It's like he just separates your senses, like your touch, taste, feel, and it's like you just can't do anything about it. Let me get the context for you as well. One second. There's some other skins I have for that as well. I'll explain the
Okay.
ability. Ooh. Oh, never mind. It's in my Monkey folder. I forgot. Alright. There you go.
Let's see. So as far as I know of, Thanos does not have any resistances to this, but does your character have any resistance to like matter transmutation or any shit like that?
What do you mean? What do you want to do?
Like turn his spine into a bowl of Kraft macaroni
Simba
and
doesn't
cheese?
have a spine. He's a god. He sits on the like. He's not. He doesn't have like a human body. You can get this scan as well.
Okay.
Like Sinbad
So
died, and like his rook, which like the life force, was able to get extracted by the gods, and that's what happened. And this is what created God Sinbad.
does he have any soul hacks?
Sinbad, yeah.
All right. So my argument here as well, if Sinbad does manage to like damage Thanos on the physical level, it won't really do shit. Since Thanos, he's been able to Adam Warlock, when he possessed the power of the Living Tribunal, is able to, just by waking up, erase like all of the Marvel multiverse, right? This is Infinity Finale Thanos, who's weaker than current Thanos, by
Okay.
the way. But he's able to erase like the entire Marvel multiverse, turn it into literal nothingness. Even like beings like Eternity, Infinity, like concepts like them, they aren't able to do shit. They're erased, right? The realm of death is erased. Nothing escapes.
Mm-hmm.
And Thanos, like this is even on the spiritual level. This is erasing shit on the spiritual level, since the realm of death is being erased, and that's where like all the souls go to die in Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay. Yeah.
Thanos, he's able to completely reform from this, like casually. He's able to be like, "Oh, what the fuck just happened?" So this
Okay.
existence erasure, casual existence erasure that Thanos just reformed from. So my
Mm-hmm.
argument here is that for whatever Sinbad does to Thanos, he can just reform from it.
Okay. Sinbad hits you on a conceptual level every time he hits you. I'll take those
Tell
scans
me
as well.
again.
Simba hits you on a conceptual level since he's a god. Let me get the scans. Let me get those scans.
That Adam Warlock, like just waking up, is
Ooh,
able
body
to
now.
erase concepts.
Alright, should
Come
I
again?
scan? Should I scan?
He's not able to like erase concepts on like the outer versal level. Obviously,
I know.
I can't. But like, I'm saying that he can erase concepts, and Thanos casually reforms from it. Like Thanos is like, "Oh, what the fuck just happened?"
Okay. So,
Hitting conceptually won't really do shit to Thanos.
okay, so Simba just like separates his senses from his body and immobilizes Thanos that way. And Thanos can't do anything about it.
You broke up there.
I said so. Sinbad just separates Thanos' body senses from his body and immobilizes him, and Thanos can't do anything about it. Then
So, since he's a non-physical being, how long is it? Is the instant like him separating?
he he hasn't shown to have any stamina as he going through defeat on the gods would be an endless battle. He would not have to get tired through all of it, so he hasn't been shown to get tired at all when he's in god form.
No, I'm saying I'm not talking about stamina. I'm saying is his ability to erase your like ability to feel shit from your body or whatever.
Yeah, he
Is
hasn't
this
been shown.
ability?
Like yeah, that's what I'm saying. It relates to his stamina. And God Simba doesn't has not shown any fatigue at all, so he will just
So
keep it up.
so what's his tendency to use this like first time in a fight?
He did against the Emperor Princess. He does it whenever he feels like threatened. So like he'll just activate his Jin, and then it'll just separate the senses from his body. He's shown to be used all his Jins in battle before, so it's not out of character for him to do this.
So I'm going to actually get back to the other hacks since
Mhm.
I'm going to try to make an argument of Thanos like using a hack's ability against him before he has the chance to pull out this
Wait,
move.
wait, why would he not have a chance to pull out the move?
Um,
He doesn't have to touch it to
simply
do it.
yeah, I know, but neither does Thanos with his other hacks, right?
Okay. So
And Thanos is more
I don't get why it would be faster than Sinbad.
Thanos. I'm saying that in this case, because I'm going to be arguing for mind hacks here. In this
Hacks?
case, yeah, Thanos tends to what's it called? Use mind hacks like
Okay.
a lot, right? Whenever Thanos feels physically threatened or like he's gonna fucking lose, right? He'll just pull out his mind hacks. His mind hacks are also instant, right? Because if
Okay.
literally all he needs to do is open his hand, and like the battle will begin or whatever, right? The mental work. So what would you have Sinbad's mind hacks at?
How do you feel threatened if he can't feel anything at all? You said he
I'm
doesn't
saying
feel
that.
threatened, right?
So
And like
so you're
Sinbad does
saying
have a sense of mind manipulation.
in this
Go ahead.
case though, you're saying that Sinbad would also pull this move out first. So I'm saying I asked what is his tendency to use this move?
Yeah, I
Like how
explained to you.
often does he do
He
this?
does it. He does it when the battle starts. That's his main ability for when he uses bad Jin.
Okay. So Thanos he might out here. So yeah, once again this has nothing to do with like the soul or anything like that. Like no
No, he
soul.
just separates your senses from your body.
Okay. So at this point, would you basically count that as a W as soon as he just takes your senses from your body?
Yeah, he just immobilizes you. You can't do anything about it.
All right.
Okay. Is that done?
I think we're done.
I
Yeah,
don't think Thanos has a resistance to that. So yeah, he has no resistances to that sort of shit. So I'm just gonna concede here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, well, alright, so
Okay,
I was
and
expecting
move
this to.
on.
Alright,
Okay.
Fallen God, you ready?
Alright, so I have a couple questions. First,
Yeah.
so you've already since you've already seen all the movies, would I just have to be able to like link a video to since I like Mexicans? Because I
Pretty
feel like
much,
grabbing
yeah.
videos of the movies.
Yeah, just link a video with a timestamp and I'm Gucci.
Also, you would agree that all the characters in Say Last Night would be like massively faster and more powerful than the first movie.
And which movie?
Last Night was like 25 for the first movie.
Probably they do tend to get stronger over time. So,
Yeah, Optimus Prime taking on Megatron and whatnot. He somehow
Yeah.
slaps Megatron.
So, yeah, I agree.
Okay, so also, yeah, don't worry, I'll say that for the debate. So let's get into it now.
Okay.
I'll keep my intro a bit short so I can like go grab everything smoothly. So, do you want Mega Man? Or you want me to start with Grimlock?
You can start.
All right. So, I will be using Grimlock from Transformers the Last Night. I'll go into like most of his stuff since he's not too hacksy. So,
Sure.
first things first. In Transformers, a galaxy in
just try to get to
Transformers
the
is
point.
massively bigger than a galaxy in our universe. We
Okay.
don't really know by how much. All we know is that's massively bigger because the multiverse is inherently bigger than our reality. Megatron flew through multiple galaxies to get to the Allspark. To do that, you have to have to do that. You'd have to have a mode of intergalactic travel. Optimus tagged Megatron in the first. They trade hands in that regard.
Yeah.
I have the scans for that right here.
Do you have like a rough estimation for how much in this massive fashion like this is?
Oh,
Not
yeah,
like
oh, yeah. We know it's at least in the millions to billions range, and even so, that's just the first movie. So,
All right.
I got 4 files. I'll just put in general. So, here, that's just a picture. That's just Megatron's thing has interstellar travel mode. That's just a brief overview of like intergalactic travel. Then, of course, these 2 scans are from 2 different comics, the movie prequel, and also Transformers Defiance.
All right.
Alright, now that's just the first movie. And last night, Megatron and Optimus are massively more powerful. Grimlock, whenever he went to go save Cade and Co. from Megatron, as soon as Grimlock came in, Megatron was like, fuck no, and basically just like ran away because he knew Grimlock would literally kill him if he tried to fight him. So I don't really know how to timestamp, so I'll just like link a video, and I'll just tell you to go to like 1 minute and 14 seconds, because that's when Grimlock arrives to fight.
Okay.
Yeah, and mind you, that's just Grimlock in his Dino mode, because Grimlock doesn't have much. Yeah, he has like this ball and chain wrecking ball thing on his right arm when he transforms it. He also has his staff in his left arm. And then
Wait, what's the time step again?
mode, he can breathe fire.
What's the time step?
Just go to like 1 minute and 14 seconds. That's when Megatron arrives to save everyone.
Alright, cool.
And basically goes to proceeds to like slaughter Decepticons, basically. And we know it's a planet feat because Megatron scales above Quintessa, who is literally just rebuilding Cybertron based off just from using the energy of basically the lifeline of humanity. Cybertron it's bigger than Earth. It's also much heavier in mass because it's basically all Cybertronian steel. And of course, Cybertronian steel has matter to survive the surface of the sun. And we know that because Megatron fired a blast Optimus Prime in the first movie, which was plasma, but which was like irradiated plasma, and irradiated plasma is hotter than the surface of the sun. So, also, how hot can Mega Man's blast be? By the way,
He should have innate heat resistance as he like scaled above multiple like robot masters who have complete control over fire, and he uses he tanks plasma blasts and plasma rays all the time.
okay, but I'm
From,
saying
like,
like
Zero and-
whenever I know Mega Man has like this little blaster, I'm saying that it's not going to affect Grimlock in the slightest.
And then like he also tanks lightning, which should be hotter than the surface of the sun, and yada yada yada.
Yeah. By the way, I'll even show you Optimus. It's basically most of this entire video. I'll have you watch. Let's see, Optimus Prime versus Transformers 5. It's basically like most of the entire video. So you'd have to go and like watch like a whole 3 minutes of it, like if you really want to do it. But basically, Hot Rod gets the jump. Hot Rod freezes Megatron. Hound shoots him to the wall. It doesn't really affect Megatron, so he just like blasts him away. Optimus jumps KSI boss. Bumblebee tries to jump Megatron. Optimus slices off Megatron's arm, whereas Megatron overpowers him. And tries to kill Optimus. Optimus kicks him out. Like Quintessa just said, Megatron kill her, and Quintessa said to do that because she won't be able to fuck with Optimus, because whenever she tried firing her lightning magic at Optimus, he just tanked it, even though he really couldn't move when he was being hit by it. So we know he has large planet durability. And ZP
Alright.
would scale through that because he scales the Megatron, who scales above Quintessa, and Grimlock scales above them both. Sorry, that took a bit of a minute, but this is like
Okay.
very far into the timeline. So
All right, hold on. Let me just drop this calc for Mega Man.
all right. What's it calking?
It's basically he scales above Duo, and Duo survived. I think it was a Eurasian collision between like Jupiter and
Yeah.
a few other planets. I do have the scene, and, like the actual like.
It's fine. Just go ahead and drop the calc. I'll just go ahead and give you the steel man, so you don't have to drop the video. It's probably a bit of a hassle to go grab it.
Like a scene from the game of the like what actually happened.
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah, hold on.
Let's see. So this is saying
It's the second method.
let's see. There's two methods. Method you're going with. You're saying okay. So what you're basically saying is that he has like strength relative to say Grimlock.
Yeah, he should be stronger than this same nigga who tanked this blast.
Yeah. All right. So okay. Yeah. So they'd have like more or less relative power because since Cybertron, it's like more or less like the size of Jupiter. It's also much heavier.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Hold on. I'll be
that.
back in like 30 seconds.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Just out of curiosity, just so I can get this right for my notes. It's Composite Megaman versus Grimlock, correct?
It's Grimlock from Transformers the last night. Yeah.
And then you two have agreed to relative AP at the moment.
Yeah, we've agreed that their AP is more or less relative.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
And that's the only points you all have made so far, correct?
Yeah, he's gonna get into AP, then after that we'll go into speed and go into discussion.
Yeah, that is fine by me. Thank you.
Yeah. I want to keep it quicker because I'm dropping a debunk on my channel later, so I want to get this out soon.
No.
That's fine.
So hold on, let me fetch. Oh my goodness, hold up.
All right. So.
Okay, what the hell? Anyways.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna argue that, but at first, let me grab this really quick.
All right.
I have the scene if you want context.
Yeah. By the way, it's the first time using Grimlock in a debate, so this is pretty fun.
I understand.
I've never actually debated against Mega Man yet. I know there's like an Archie Mega Man, but that's all I really know about
Mega Man. I'm not gonna use shit from that.
Oh no, it's like 5D shit, right? Because it's Skill Sonic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so.
Oh my goodness.
So are you like trying to drop a scene from like what are you trying to like drop something else, or is it just a calc? Oh yeah. Would you like other statements of like Megatron saying to like destroy the world or he'll life wipe the entire world? Would you like stuff about that too, or?
God damn. Anyways. Okay, was this paste? Okay. Alright, basically one time, megaman.exe, the one from the Battle Network series, ran throughout the entire cyber world, right? And we know that in the cyber world, it should be just as big as our universe. Which I can drop scans for. Like each sector contains like multiple galaxies, nebula.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go ahead and
yeah,
drop that. So,
sure.
so are we moving on to speed, or are you still going through AP?
Well, I'm doing speed, yeah.
All right. So, would you agree that that a galaxy in Transformers would be bigger than like a galaxy in Mega Man?
Why? Just asking.
Because Grimlock's not only stronger but also faster than Megatron since he scales both him and Optimus Prime.
Well, I mean, that wouldn't correlate to the size of the galaxy, not necessarily.
Well, no, it's because Megatron flew through multiple galaxies chasing the Allspark in the comics.
Well, I agree it's faster and stronger, but like, I'm not saying that wouldn't correlate to the size of the galaxy. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no, it's just speed. Excuse me. Oh yeah, I think I missed something. Is this speed argument not using that like size of galaxy and whatnot?
No, well, no, I'm saying he ran throughout the entire universe,
Okay, so
and I dropped the calc for it. Should be like, I'm getting the scene, the size of the cyberworld first, and then I'm gonna get the.
all right, so here I'll go take a look at that first. So, let's see for speed, what I should be getting. Let's see, diameter of the observable universe, blah 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 blah. Basic calcing, 11, 60 seconds, roughly 153.7 quadrillion times speed of light, 40 seconds. Okay, so about give or take, about give or take 400. Okay, so speed of light. Let's see,
Yeah,
blue style. So okay, so
and there's also another calc for his buck style being 60 quadrillion times.
all right, so they more or less have closer speeds as well. Oof. Okay. All right. Okay. So they're closer in AP, then they're also closer speed. Okay. So, what? All right. So, how old is your character, by the way?
Oh, okay, I'm back.
How old is your character?
How old?
Yeah.
Well, I think at his oldest, like hundreds of years old.
Grimlock is well over thousands of years old, so I'm pretty sure he'd have the experience advantage too.
Well, Mega Man. Well, Mega Man has fought like. Well, not only he's like, computer and shit. He's fought like way more, like what would I say this? A variety of enemies. Like he's fought every like kind of enemy. He's even fought himself. He's fought niggas like Bass, and people compare it to himself as well. He's not no slouch when it comes to combat experience. And then he absorbs all the combat data he gets from the robot masters he defeats. So he should like have way more experience than when he just like how much he's aged.
So let's see.
Like
Yeah, but
his
how
age
much
wouldn't limit his combat
including all the
experience.
data though, how old would that basically equate to him mentally?
Fuck. It would be
Because
thousands. It would be definitely in the thousands of years, but
yeah,
I
because
don't
we
know.
know Grimlock is at least 5 to 6,000 years old. Because I actually know, come to think of it, no, he'd be like well over 10,000 years old at least. Yeah.
I don't know him to be 10,000. And then like you have over one who has all the comic experiences, like all the Megamans combined, which would be like way more than that.
Yeah, because I'm trying to like decipher whether or not
Mega Man.
Grimlock would actually have the experience advantage because that one's a bit hazy.
I mean, he would just get blitzed. Like his reaction, like his experience would amp his reaction time by that many times. And that makes any sense.
Yeah, no, Grimlock's the same way. He's a Cybertronian. He's just robotic. I mean, he inherently has the same.
Yeah, Mega Man.
Fine.
Well, Mega Man's more like an android. But
Yeah. So,
well, I mean, in that thumbnail, you can like see like the galaxies and shit in the sector.
yeah. Man, it's been a long time since I played those games.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember playing that like what, 5 years old? And I don't remember how old
I
that
used to
game
play
was.
the X games a lot.
Yeah.
on
So.
PSP.
All right. So okay. So I mean they're basically really close, like from the scaling we gave, right? Like
Well, I mean, Megaman should be like a lot faster. So I'm
Yeah.
trying to say.
Like Mega Man at least has the speed advantage from the start. Because Cybertronians have like the potential to grow massively faster than what they were initially.
Well, I mean, has he like shown like that big of a jump in speed? You know, why don't you just get blitzed and just beat the fuck out of it?
It's something that Cybertronians have. It wouldn't just be specific.
I mean, I know. Well, I don't know, but I understand. But like, I'm saying, has he shown that big of an increase in speed in like a mid-fight?
He doesn't have that many appearances in the movie since he's never really been to Cybertron.
Well,
in the
I mean,
last night yet.
I mean, it would be like impossible to like assume without evidence that he can get that much faster. Than
Yeah,
just
but we know
fight.
he can at least get much faster.
Oh, I know, but it would just be unquantifiable at this point.
Yeah, no.
Not quantifiable enough.
Yeah, no. All we really know is that Grimlock is at least in the billions or trillions, which that would more or less just that's had to be somehow worked out later in the future. Which anyway. Let's see here. So what else does Mega Man have? Cause I've basically went in Grimlock. What else does Mega Man have?
Well, I mean, I was targeting my win condition at like right now, is that he blitzes. Since it's a relative AP, we just blitz and just beat the fuck out of this nigga. That's all I was trying to say.
Okay.
I don't really need to get in the axe if I don't need him.
Alright, so yeah, speed's definitely a big punch in the face right now. All we really know is that Grimlock's in the billions, but he'd still like be blitzed by like about like 1,000 times or no, like like at least 100 times or more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
8,000 times. Yeah.
Yeah. Oof. Yeah. I don't really see much going on for Grimlock since he's not as fast. Since we don't. Yeah, definitely. I'll just go ahead and concede here since I'm not gonna for like 10 minutes. So.
Alright, cool.
GG.
God damn it,
anyway.
Buldra's tied up now.
Now, boys, let's
All I
get it.
wanted to say was, why the fuck were you guys posting in fucking general?
Where's Katie said
Yeah, I'd also like to bring up, you could have argued that last point a lot better, Chiraq. You probably could have shut it down a lot faster. Like, you could have.
Yeah, I know.
This is what I did when I debated him on TV Lucifer versus Optimus Prime. He like brought up adaptation. Just say it, okay? Can you quantify how much faster, stronger he gets?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I was definitely vague on that part, but I don't really have much time, so I feel like it's out of the way.
No, I understand.
Yeah.
Who won?
Yeah.
Jade's 2-2 right now.
Yeah, I just
I
went
heard
ahead
about
Chiraq because he has the speed advantage. So anyway, I'm a
Honestly,
dip.
I
I'll
think
go see what's
Eddie's
going
gonna.
on.
Okay.
So, yeah.
My bet.
fast boy.
My bet was that Chiraq